time ago in a galaxy far, far away, as we kick off today's cinematic review of Disney's The Last Jedi. FYI, in case I sound different, it's because I have a bit of a cold with diarrhea.
And this film has been on our minds since we both watched it, which took about 2 days, with breaks in between.
Which is completely rare for us to do, because normally when we watch a flick, we watch it straight through. But in this case, what the did we just watch?
The Last Jedi makes the George Lucas directed prequels look like Academy Award-winning works of art. George Lucas is either crying or laughing, based on the disjointed direction and storytelling.
This movie was directed by Rian Johnson and released by Disney as they purchased the franchise from George Lucas for $4 billion a few years back.
$4 billion? God damn! That's a lot of money, Mr. B. And where did that get us?
Absolutely nowhere, Boogie, and here's why. Disney should have waited for J.J. Abrams to direct the second film. I have no idea why he didn't, but if you let the man work his magic, you would have had a stellar trilogy like Abrams did with Star Trek.
Agreed. Abrams directed Star Trek 1 and 2. Justin Lin directed the third Star Trek, but it was so cohesive, you couldn't tell who directed what, and it was absolutely fantastic.
As to why we couldn't get the same cohesiveness from Johnson in The Last Jedi is beyond me. The new Disney Star Wars trilogy so far has become a bizarro universe where Han Solo is dead, but Harrison Ford is alive, and Princess Leia is alive, but Carrie Fisher is dead.
That is confusing. I think Princess Leia floating through space was completely fugazi. A purple-haired Laura Dern appears out of nowhere and takes command of Leia's fleet, only to die 20 minutes later. Completely fugazi. Too many moments like this happen throughout the whole movie. But then again, who cares?
The subplot with Finn and Taco Rose was a complete waste that got lost in the very galaxy they're running around circles in. I still don't know why we should give a
I know exactly what you mean. Whatever J.J. Abrams set up from The Force Awakens was completely dismantled and destroyed in this film by Johnson. So after some back and forth, Skywalker changes his mind and decides to train Rey when R2-D2 wakes up one day and shows him the Princess Leia projection clip from 1977. He then drinks some alien titty milk before training Rey. Yoda also makes a cameo appearance, which really didn't help the film much either.
There's so much to knock in this film that we simply didn't have enough time or interest to go over it all. But speaking of Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill, are you in this film? If so, where the were you?
Hamill is in this film physically, but he wasn't in spirit, if that makes any sense. A good analogy is how Luke appeared in the movie, but astral projected himself to fight Kylo. Hamill's presence in this film seems to be off and on like a flickering light bulb, ready to give out. Something definitely got lost in translation when the story left Abrams' hands and ended up on Johnson's lap.
Yes. There was one more thing I wanted to add from something you said earlier, but I forgot. Oh, now I remember.
Oh, God damn. Whoa, what the hell, man? That bomb smells like sulfur.
It does, just like this movie, my friend. And by the way, that was a chicken parm sandwich with a chunky noodle soup and 2 boiled eggs that I had in my favorite Jar Jar Binks cereal bowl.
Damn, that really reeked, you fool. I'm about to throw up in my mouth.
As you should, because this is how I felt after watching the flick, and thanks to you, there's no way in hell I can get the time back from watching this POS turd. So may the farts be with you.
Damn. That made me dizzy. Anyways, there are some good things in this flick, but very few in comparison with the things we found wrong with it. I think it's safe to say that the Force is as powerful with whoever writes or directs it. So, I'm going to give The Last Jedi a 2-star FU rating of Fugazi. It could have been worse, but I gave it the extra star because we didn't have to pay to see this film in the theaters because Netflix was offering it for free.
You're too kind, Buggy. I'm giving The Last Jedi a 1-star FU rating of FUBAR. This one really ate a bag of dicks.
Lastly, there is a stronger force in the universe by the name of Kathleen Kennedy, so expect more of the same crap in future Star Wars films. From here on in, the Star Wars franchise will end up like burnt microwave popcorn.